Hello, welcome to another presentation in my Kotlin AI Developer course. Now, before we start the presentation, let me try to clarify one problem that will arise in our previous presentation regarding the API of the weather fetcher program. Now, one specific problem that might arise is when you did not when the library for the JSON is not installed, or the dependencies were not installed. So all you need to do is to go here to install the dependencies. So we go here to the project structure, and then libraries, and then we add a library from Maven, and then we type here JSON, and then we try to search for it. So found 0, showing 0, so we wait for it. So it will search for the JSON. But the thing here is you must add com.google.code.json 2.12 and reload that. So we try to find that. So here it is. So it has found 346. So we try to find this com.google. Oh, here it is. So all you need to do is to add com.google.co.json 2.12. So click OK and then reload that, and then press OK, and everything will be fine. In my previous presentation, I've already loaded that, so in return we don't have an error. So with that, let's proceed with our presentation. The title of our presentation now is Inheritance. Well, in Kotlin, what do we mean by inheritance? Well, this will allow a class or something like a derived class to inherit properties and functions from other class. The other class is a base class, so promoting code reuse and polymorphism. So the thing here is we can inherit the properties from the or inherit properties and functions, so that we do not have to write the code or the line anymore. So we inherit that. So in return, it's more compact, and then we reuse the code, and then polymorphism. So let's try to demonstrate this code reuse and polymorphism in this project. Now the project is AI Chatbot Skeleton. So we create a basic chatbot class to simulate AI conversation. Now to create the program, all we need to do is to copy this and paste it to chatdeepseek.com. So we paste it, and then we let him generate code in Kotlin. And if we press enter, so he will generate the code for us. It demonstrates key object oriented programming, or OOP. So it is inheritance, method overriding, and encapsulation. So there's an explanation here. We have a parent class, we have a child class, and the main function. And of course, we have the code here. So all we need to do is to copy that and paste it to IntelliJ. Okay, so I have created the file here, chatbot.kt, and then I pasted the code copied from DeepSeek. Okay, now Kotlin formulation is quite compact, so let's try to discuss it. So we have the parent class, and as I have said, it is the base class. So we have an open class AI. Now this open class AI will have a function greet. Now the function greet is simply, it will returns this statement: hello, I am the name, so $name, your assistant, how can I help you? So that's our function greet coming from the open class AI, which is the parent. Now we now discuss the child. As I have said before, we can inherit. We can inherit the properties and the methods, the functions from AI. So all we need to do is have a class that is chatbot, and again it will have a name, derived class. Okay, it's a derived class from AI, so we can use the greet functions from AI, and in return we can add our own functions here and our own value, which is language, and it's also a string. So for the word itself, the language, so it could be English, for example, and we have added a function here, respond. So this chatbot now will have this function respond and also the function that is greet, simply because we have inherited that from the AI class or the parent class. So what is the respond? It's a user input, which is also a string. So here we will ask the user to input a statement and then convert that into lowercase. So the command there is lowercase. So it's there for consistency. So the input has to be converted to lowercase to observe consistency. So we return when hello. For example, the user will type hello, how are you, by name. So the response of the program will be based from the user input. If there is a word there that is exactly hello in the input, the program will print hi there, how can I assist you today. But if our input has a word exactly how are you, he would respond that I'm just a program, but I'm doing well, and how can I help you. Also, if we say we want to exit the program and say bye, he would respond, he would give a response, goodbye, have a great day, and so on. So these are essentially the options. So the corresponding input of the user and the response of the AI chatbot. Else, if he cannot find the input in these options that were given, he would say, sorry, I didn't quite understand that, because our AI here is quite limited to these options and response that we have specified. So we can add more, but for now, this response are okay. So to demonstrate the AI simulator, so here's the main function now. So in the main function, we call the chatbot. The chatbot has a name GPT bot, and the language that he can speak of is, let's say, English. And then we assign a scanner. After a while, we print the chatbot.greet, so calling the inherited method. So as I have told you, the chatbot here not only can we use the respond, but also we can use the greet because it was inherited. So in return, we are calling the inherited method. Now, while true, of course, it will print you, meaning you have to, that's the signal that you have to input your query, and then depending on your query, he will give these responses. Now, you are to print the response, so that is chatbot.respond user input. Now, if the response, or if the input is exit, so ignore case true, then the chatbot will just respond by utilizing the user input, which is bye, and the response to that is goodbye, have a great day. And finally, we have to close the scanner. So that's it. We try to run the program now. So let's try to check if everything is working. So we're trying to building and our program is up. So again, U. So that signals that we have to input something and the scanner will read that. Scanner that next line. So we base it from the options here. So is the GPT bot your AI assistant? How can I help you? Let's try to ask him again. Say for example, what is your name again? Say I'm forgetful and I forgot his name, that is GPT bot. Then let's try to see what his response is. So that's correct. My name is GPT bot. How can I assist you? And let's try another. Let's try another. I want to ask him of, for example, the language. So what language can you speak? Oh, that's correct. So if the language is there in the input, so he will respond, I communicate in the language is, as we have specified, it is English. So I communicate in English. How can I assist you further? So he wants to assist us, but I think I will leave the program because I have demonstrated it already that it works. So let's say for example, how can I assist you further? No more. Goodbye. Also, if the word bye there is present, he will say goodbye, have a great day. And if we finally want to exit the program, so let's try the word exit, and the response there will be the same as the bye. So let's try exit, and it's the same, goodbye, have a great day, simply because the user input is bye. So we go here, the response for bye is goodbye, have a great day. So here I have successfully demonstrated the concept of inheritance by simply we have demonstrated it through the parent class and the child class, where we can inherit from the parent class the function greet, and of course from the chatbot we have also defined its own function, which is respond. Now in the next presentations, we will discover more, and we will try to have an intermediate difficulty in Kotlin programming. But for now, that's all, and thank you.